So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
For my hi everybody, Martha here. So it's for my history on an animated character, um, that has to do appears the history about this what with the first time they appeared in a cartoon or a TV show or a movie. Let's start with the one that everybody sees for this video. This is for Tinkerbell. Now, Tinkerbell's history is for Disney. We're doing this Disney one. We know her first movie is the Peter Pan movie. What did she do afterwards? That movie was made back in 1953. What did she do afterwards? She helped opened a lot of TV shows. Usually she would see her write out the Disney name, and then she would do ding with her wand, and then that thing would start. But people got it mixed up with the movies opening, because the movies would have Mickey open it up with his wand, have the rest of his fantasy, and everybody would think that is actually Tinkerbell writing out the letters for the movies. So they would get mixed up what is happening on TV with the movies, and so they would get those two things mixed together, and that's where a lot of those things got. So that's where there is I forgot what it's called, but where your mind thinks something else happened in the past. But it turns out it was this. It starts with an M. Leave me alone. Go ahead and say down in the comments down below. But yeah. So there's a bunch of all the different openings. Up until nowadays, there's not really the openings, because there's nobody's really watching regular TV. So for people who actually have TVs and don't want to pay for a streaming service, we know it's basically about same amount of money nowadays, basically. I guess those people just don't want to learn how to work a computer. It's alright. It's not their fault. But let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so the year after she was movies, there were a bunch of TV shows that Walt Disney made to advertise Disneyland. Walt Disney World was not made after it was not fully built after he passed away. He was building it when he was alive, but he didn't get to see the whole entire thing fully built in his lifetime. So the first one was called Walt Disneyland, where he talked about the parks, and this one was in black and white, 1954 to 1958. Then there is the present Walt Disney World, 1958 to 1961. Then there's the colorful world of Disney to 1961 to 1969. Now that is the one where they started having the colors, and colorful world of Disney of that one was 1969 to 1979. Now these are all different channels, all different studios, so I'm not done reading them yet. I'll tell you what studio TV stations they used afterwards. They have Disney's Wonderful World, 1979 to 1981. And there was one that's called Walt Disney, 1981 to 1983. Then the Disney Sunday Night Movies, 1960.
Adventure, The Journey of Natty Gann, takes us back to a time in history.
1986 to 1988. And then there's Wonderful World of Disney to 1988 to 1991. Let's go down, move down the cursor. Wonderful World of Disney, 1991 to 1997. And then there's the present, where we had no intros. Boo! So, all of these different stations were mostly NBC to ABC. Those are the two stations that they used. Yeah, and then there was one for CBS. So yeah, they used 3 different stations. And then they got their own Disney Channel eventually. But then somebody wrote a theme. Do you want to go find out who that person is? There's a channel called Debunk, who or Yesterworld. Those 2 channels goes out and like solves mysteries of the past, basically. And so yeah. Now, Tinkerbell did not do that thing for every single one of these, but she did it for most of them. I have some of them playing right here for you guys. She really didn't really appear in the movies that much. I think the only movie she really appeared in was Black Cauldron. She was one of the fairies that they meet in there. Now, her movies that we see her in, that was during, let me get those up to see what is the first one for that one. I don't know if it's really count, because I'm not even sure those things are even 20 years old yet. But, see what the first Tinkerbell movie was. Okay, for a while, they did have a Tinkerbell movies. It's not 20 years old yet. It will be, it would be in 2028, but, so I'm going to read all these movies to you guys in the year they came out. We got Tinkerbell, came out in 2008, October 28. We got Tinkerbell, The Lost Treasure, 2009, October 27th. The third one came out September 1st, 2010. And that is Tinkerbell, The Greatest Fairy Rescue. The fourth one came out October 23rd, 2012. That one was called Tinkerbell's The Secret of the Wings. We got Tinkerbell, The Pirate Fairy. That one came out in April 1st, 2014, on April Fool's Day. I wonder if anybody thought this was a prank. We got number 6, which was the last one. Tinkerbell, The Legend of the Never Beast. So all these were basically things that took place before Tinkerbell met Pan. I think Hook appears in one of them before he gets his hook. And they most of them take place on Neverland, where Tink is like the Tink and the Tinkerer Fairy, and the rest of them go and be basically the fairies from Fantasia. Make spring, make fall, make winter, make summer, and some of them do help with the animals. So yeah, that's what basically these movies did. Now, let's see if there's any Tinkerbell shorts. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Let me look. But there is, obviously. I'm not gonna care. Okay. Okay, so I don't really see any. They all look like their ones are like a half an hour. And to me, that's not really a short. Those are like TV shows. But they're called, it's the one that I'm referring to is called Tinkerbell's short episodes. And they aired 2013. So not, and there's also the Pixie Games 2011. So there's a whole bunch of other ones, but they're usually half an hour, so they're not exactly the shorts that I'm used to seeing. So not really. So there you guys go. There's your Tinkerbell history for today. Let me know who else you want me to do for history stuff. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, subscribe, and share. Somebody let it, some of you guys are not subscribed, and it helps me get more audience and allows me to keep on doing this. So, bye. Okay, I forgot to mention who she was modeled after. Everybody thought that she was based off of a Marilyn Monroe, but she was not. She was modeled after he is on Martin and Heat. So, and here's the pictures of her like modeling for her and stuff like that. So, that's basically it. Bye-bye for real.
Oh no. Oh, Steve is dead.